fucking cry.
Monkey D. Goofy. D. Goofy. I'm just flopping this bad guy.
Why would they do that, bro?
Bro, because it's get you ready, don't Yeah, no!
How am I sounding? All right. I think we good. What is good, everybody? It's your boy T-Rav. I'm back with another video. Right now, I have possibly the first installment of the longest series that will go on the channel. All right. This is the MOTTY Awards. Yeah. All right. So I'm here right now. If you don't know what the MOTTY Awards is, it is the movie of the year. Okay. With much deliberation and debate, the Committee of Parliament met and we discussed heavily. This was a long reviewed process, okay? And so we have a couple categories that we have to name just so y'all know what we kind of judged certain movies on, you know, because there's a couple winners, but obviously the cream of the crop stood at the top, all right? So that's one category, the best of the best. Also, the Floperoos, you know, the worst of the worst. The ones that had all the expectations in the world and disappointed us, okay? I'm not gonna sugarcoat it, not at all right? But we also have the sleepers, the best rewatch, the most well-directed, all right? So these are the 5 categories we're gonna start with this year. So, you know, before I move on and get too far into it, please like, comment, subscribe, all that other stuff, you know, turn on the bell, whatever. All right, so let me go ahead and get started with, you know, just the candidates in general, you know, all professional like. So just to give you a quick rundown of the full list of the candidates of all the movies that I remember somewhat. We had the Justice League, Snyder Cut, Matrix, Resurrections, Army of the Dead, Army of Thieves, Spider-Man No Way Home, Shang-Chi, Eternals, Black Widow. We got Judas and the Black Messiah, Suicide Squad 2, The Little Things, Dune, No Time to Die, Many Saints of Newark, Tomorrow War, Without Remorse, Green Knight, Fast 9, The Last Duel, House of Gucci, Godzilla, King Kong, Lady of Heaven, and The Courier. All right, and so, you know, forgive me if a couple didn't make it in. This next year, I promise you, the list is going to be much larger. In fact, next year, we're probably just gonna go ahead and go with the tier list. But for now, this is how we're gonna rock with it, okay? So, right now, we gotta start with the sleepers, y'all, all right? So, there's a lot of movies that stand out, right? And a lot of movies with a whole lot of expectations. Some of them lived up, some of them did not. But the sleepers is the ones that was not on anybody's radar, but they came through, and we may have got some modern classics this year, y'all. I mean, maybe I'm tripping. Let me know if you think I'm tripping, but these are the candidates that I have for sleeper movies of the year. Okay, so first we have Without Remorse, Michael B. Jordan. Dope movie on Prime Video. Not gonna give a whole long spiel because the video will get too long, you know what I'm saying? All right, Tomorrow War, also Prime Video. Shang-Chi from my Uncle Mickey, obviously. We have Fast 9. Now, I know what you're thinking. What are you talking about? It's the Fast and Furious. This is not even about cars no more. It's about superheroes and nonsense. I know this. And yet it's still one of the sleeper movies of the year, okay? So just remember that. Go watch the movie. I promise you'll enjoy it, okay? Because they're starting to embrace what they are. And, you know, Hobbs and Shaw, Fast, Furious, we may all be getting connected here very soon, okay? All right? Now, another movie that people may not believe is a sleeper, but I promise you, you're going to enjoy it, okay? Suicide Squad 2. Now, again, you're like, T-Rav, what is you talking about? What are you talking about? All right? It's Suicide Squad 2. The first one was garbage. It was nonsense. I know this. All right? The second one, it's nonsense, but it's actually great. Now, let me break it down why, right? New director, James Gunn. We know what he does with Guardians of the Galaxy. Say what you want about it, but he nailed the one aspect that Suicide Squad 1 completely missed on. It's the team dynamic. All right? Yes, we swapped out characters. Will Smith wasn't involved in this one. We had John Cena, Idris Elba, all of that. But the dynamic was much, much better. And the twist of actually making John Cena the villain, hey, not bad at all. You disrespected Amanda Waller. I'm not saying it doesn't have its problems, but pretty good sleeper movie, okay? So those are the sleeper movie candidates. But people, it's really only one. It really only comes down to one. All right. The number one sleeper movie of this year is The Green Knight. Now, I just did a review for this movie, but probably a month ago or something like that. Not even that long ago. All right. And I know people are like, what are you talking about? It's a medieval fantasy type movie. It's really just based on a legend. How could it even be good? In fact, it's actually a Christmas movie. Well, let me tell you, people, when you get Dev Patel and you get other damn good actors and you get a dope director who is playing on your mind and trying to make you believe what's myth and what's reality, yeah, you get a damn good movie, all right? And it's a journey, right? It's a journey, but it doesn't feel too long, right? You feel like you've gone through an adventure and you really see the coming of age story that you hope to see. And no one, everyone is presented with their flaws and stuff like that. Arthur has his flaws. Gawain has his, there's a lot of things that you could pull from this movie and deeper messages hidden within it. So, I'm not gonna go crazy with that one because who knows, it might pop up again at the awards. Okay, now we have the best rewatch. Now, you know the big long list of movies that I'm pulling from, okay? But just because you may be the best movie does not mean that you are the best rewatch. Now, what I mean by that is some movies, they're great. I think we all recognize that, but I can't bring myself to go through some of those emotional journeys all the time. You know what I'm saying? Sometimes I gotta give myself a break. Sometimes I gotta watch something light. Something that I can enjoy. I plug in, and it doesn't matter if certain mysteries I already know. It's just gonna be hype or it's gonna go in. All right. So the best rewatches of this year: Shang-Chi, Godzilla vs. Kong, and No Time to Die. Okay. Now on this one, see, this is so hard. I'm literally in the middle of rewatching No Time to Die right now. Yeah, we gotta give it to No Time to Die. This is the hardest, this is the most difficult category I've got, right? Because, let me tell you people, I've watched Shang-Chi like 6-7 times. It's crazy. It's a damn good movie. I'd love to rewatch it again. I've watched Godzilla vs. Kong too many times, okay? And I want to watch it again. But I went and got No Time to Die the day it came out on Blu-ray, all right? You only get a special kind of treatment when I go and do stuff like that, okay? Dog. It's too good. It's too good. The villain is too nice. He's too nice. Daniel Craig is too nice. Felix. My nigga Felix. What's happening? Yes, sir. All right. Come on now. It's James Bond. It's hard not to want to rewatch a James Bond, okay? Especially when that James Bond goes in. I can't say too much right now because my boy's around, so I don't want to spoil him. All right, so I'll leave that be. But Shang-Chi, Godzilla versus Kong. If you hadn't watched the movies, go watch them now. And hey, feel free to watch it again because you're probably gonna want to. Okay. Now we come to that portion of the show that is, when you told me at the beginning of this year that some of these movies were going to end up being on the Floperoos, the worst of the worst, the garbage, El Garbaggio, I wouldn't have believed you. I would have bet money, and I would have lost that money. All right, I would have lost that money. Because multiple films on this list you may not agree with, but let me tell you why they belong here, okay? When you sell us certain trailers, you sell us a dream. You sell us a future of a brighter day. And then you know what you do when you go back on your word and then you do not deliver a movie of highest quality like we thought you were promising us. You know what happens then? All hell breaks loose. And our dreams are crushed. What do we do then? We go and watch something else because we can't go watch these movies no more. Don't give them no more watch, no more runtime. Some are worse than others, and I will explain now. The movies that are on this list. Now this varies in degree. But Judas and the Black Messiah, The Little Things, The Many Saints of Newark. I don't know. You're like, Travis, what are you talking about? You're so biased. I mean, you don't even shut up. All right, I don't want to hear it. Because the next one, and it hurts me. It hurts me to do this. And I know it was one of the longest reviews of my channel, but it's because of the lore, nothing else, okay? Eternals. Eternals is on this list. Sorry, Mickey, you didn't do it. You didn't do what you should have. Everyone makes mistakes. That's fine. There's a lot to take from it, but it's on the worst. But then, next one's hurt me, y'all. The Many Saints of Newark, House of Gucci, and The Matrix. I mean, I don't really know. I mean, it almost brings a tear to my eye, dog. Like, what do you want me to say? What do you want me to say? Many Saints of Newark, a sequel to one of the greatest shows of all time, game-changing in terms of TV history. A whole bunch of the shows now is inspired off of the game-changing stuff they was doing in Sopranos. And I understand that we don't have our man no more, rest in peace. But we had the same director. He comes back. The trailers is fire. We have a big boy cast. The time period should smack no matter what we're really talking about. Like I said, man, we had multiple trailers to eat. And it sucked, y'all. I'm not gonna lie to you. There's no way around it. It was garbage. Don't watch the movie. Leave Sopranos exactly how it is, okay? You watch the show, don't watch the movie. Because it literally it's character assassination. That's all it does. It's character assassination on the highest degree, okay? You can't get no more disrespectful than how that movie gets. So I'm not going to give it that much pub. Moving on. It's not the worst movie of the year. Spoiler alert. House of Gucci. Now see, this is one of them other ones that it's like, how do you do that? How do you have? And see, what's crazy is I can't say that the acting's bad. The acting is top tier. This is not one of them stories that's not meant to be put in a motion picture. It is. The stuff that's happening is crazy. It's greasy. It's greasy as hell. Everyone comes out dirty. Everybody. There's no good person in this movie. You got big time acting performances. You got Adam Driver, Lady Gaga doing her thing. Al Pacino, Jared Leto, Jeremy Irons, the Borgias. Are you kidding me? I blame you, Mr. Director, Mr. Legendary Director, Mr. Scott. Get the fuck up out of here, man. And see, you almost did it with The Last Duel also. And you're lucky that Last Duel didn't end up on this list. Last Duel ended up smack in the middle between the best and the worst movies of the year. Okay, so you have great acting performances in your movies, but I don't know, dog. I think you just have a pacing issue. Okay, you don't know how to properly move through your story and keep us engaged without making me check my phone. Shouldn't be checking my phone in the cinema. Then the cinema. Shouldn't be doing it. All right. I don't have to go real far in on Judas and the Black Messiah and the Little Things. This is at the beginning of HBO Max. HBO Max was still trying to find their footing, but it doesn't matter, okay? Y'all had great actors in both of them movies. Lakeith Stanfield, Daniel Kaluuya. Switching over to the Little Things, Rami Malek, Jared Leto, Denzel Washington. And let me ask you right now, do you really remember those movies like that? Do you even remember the titles of those movies like that? All you remember is, I am a revolutionary. And he was. But that doesn't mean that this movie was. All right? So just let it go. Let it slide off into the ether. You don't have to watch that. Go watch a documentary on the History Channel. You'll get more from it than you did from this movie. Now, I don't want to be disrespectful to Lakeith Stanfield and Daniel Kaluuya, because I think they did a good job. That doesn't mean this was a great movie. All right? But what's even more egregious is that The Little Things was even more forgettable than Judas and the Black Messiah. The Little Things was the littlest thing, if not for one other movie on this list. When you have three actors of that caliber, it should not be forgettable. And I guarantee you that's not on anybody's top 10 of movies, especially not mine. But all of that pales in comparison to the disrespect that I suffered, the humiliation that was brought upon me, how God said, T-Rav, upon you I delivered destruction because your immoral and wicked acts. And you know what I'm going to do? I will take your dreams and I will crush them. 17 years we waited for the return of the Matrix. And we got the worst movie of the year. Congratulations, Matrix. You are at the top of the list. You are the worst movie of 2021. Now, there's a whole lot of reasons as to why this is the case, but first of all, Lana Wachowski. I don't know why you believed that bringing this series back was a good idea, and maybe you couldn't cut the mustard without your sibling, but you know, it was the Wachowski twins, and clearly you couldn't get the job done by yourself. Not only do you disrespect Neo, you disrespected the Matrix, you disrespected Agent Smith, you disrespected all of them, because you turned a movie with so many implications and themes that was game-changing to cinema history. I can't express that enough. You know that. You made it. You turned it from a story about a man leading a revolution, changing the heart and minds of people, to a fucking love story. It makes me sick. It makes me sick. What is that? What is that? You disrespected more, and it's crazy because the people that you chose to replace Morpheus and Agent Smith, I'm not gonna disrespect them because they did what they could with what they had. But when you are given a whole lot of nothing, you can't make a whole lot of nothing. My God. And you want to talk about action? Where is it? I don't even want to really get started on what you did to Agent Smith, dog. That shit right there is so disrespectful. Oh my goodness. You make this nigga give up halfway in the movie, and for what? And for what? That's not my Agent Smith. That's not my Neo. I wish I took the blue pill. Forget this movie. Don't ever watch it. People, don't give your money. Don't watch this movie. Please, I beg of you. I beg of you. It's the one thing that you take from this video. Please, don't watch The Matrix. They shouldn't have resurrected nothing. All right, leave it be. Oh my God. Ooh, I'm gonna have to take a minute. But I can't take a minute because now we're at the cream of the crop. Yes, sir. All right, so this is a tough one, y'all. All right. There was too many. There's too many to pick from. But obviously, this is my job. This is my job. So what do you want me to do? Now, some of let me just say some of the better movies of the year that didn't quite make it there was The Last Duel and Justice League. Now, Justice League is a tough one for me, right? Because really, it's not exactly a movie because it's like an almanac. I mean, my goodness, the thing's like 4.5 hours long. Now, I'm only going to give you a little bit of love and respect on this one because you did turn around. Basically, you reset your whole franchise in a sense. Like all those solo movies where y'all really didn't know what y'all was doing, you kind of pushed the reset button on it with that movie. And I kind of do respect it and appreciate it because you fixed a whole lot of problems with it, and it was extra badass. I can't lie. Hey, I'm a big Marvel fan, but hey, I will give props where they are due. I am actually looking forward to what's coming from the DCU now. But the other movie that we have on there is The Last Duel. Last Duel gets a lot of respect too, dog, because I keep on saying this. But Adam Driver, you see, he has popped up in a lot of these movies, and some of them not the greatest, but his acting performance is top notch every time. There's a standard that you get with him, no question about it. I think at this point, you can start to see he's going to be one of those actors that's going to be around for a while, okay? But the big boys, all right? We got Dune. We got Spider-Man No Way Home. We got No Time to Die. All right, we got Godzilla vs. Kong. Or we got The Green Knight. Now, let me throw this out there right now. The most well-directed movie of this year is The Green Knight. But that is not the best movie of the year, as much as I love The Green Knight. Just because you're the best movie, in terms of direction, does not mean that you captured me totally in terms of the full cinematic experience. And that's what the MOTTY embodies, okay? The MOTTY puts you back into that place where you feel like a kid again. You know what I'm saying? Even if it's something that you've never seen before, or if it's something that you know all about the whole franchise, like I know with Marvel. Like I know with whatever, Star Wars or whatever, you know what I'm saying? Or if it's like Dune or something completely new. Obviously, I know it was a book and it was a movie way back in the day. For this generation, Dune is something completely new. I've never seen it before, right? I know all about James Bond. I watched all 20-something movies, all right? But when you get put back in that place where you just like a little kid again, and you are just in it, you're in the experience. That's the MOTTY. And the top 3 movies this year that make the cut for the MOTTY. There's No Time to Die, Spider-Man No Way Home, and Dune. But if I was to pick one, the movie of the year. It's tough one. See, this is what's crazy. We're making a live decision right now. I couldn't plan this part. I couldn't write this answer down. But if I was to say what the best movie of the year is, it's Dune. It has to be Dune. Oh, it has to be Dune, y'all. Now, this is hard. This is hard because let me explain the order of which we came at, right? Dune was number 1. Spider-Man No Way Home was number 2. And No Time to Die was number 3. Now, No Time to Die. Let me hop in right quick. Like I said, I can't say too much because I'm not going to spoil them. But Rami Malek is one of the better actors that we have in our generation right now. And when you bring that force as a villain, yeah, you're going to leave an impact. You're going to leave an impact. Because when you got an MC that you root for that hard, but you really don't know how he's supposed to make it through and come through the situation, and then the villain believes that he's right, when you had that clash of ideals and the similarities are all there, but you still see the divergence of those two roads, how that age-old question of the nature-nurture argument, where it winds up, where it leads to. And in this one, we had the culmination of the James Bond series. A perfect finale. Music on point all the time. Felix, what can I say? Definitely ready for him in the Batman. That's another story. Daniel Craig. Honestly, I wish you could stay James Bond forever. I know it can't happen, but I wish you could. And the villain, he does the job. I'll leave it at that. Now, Spider-Man, No Way Home. Well, I don't give a damn about spoilers now, okay? I got to say what I got to say. All right, Spider-Man, No Way Home, Willem Dafoe. That's all you really need to know, all right? Mickey is so ambitious sometimes, and then we question. It's like we question Jesus Christ himself, and we're like, Jesus, what are you doing? You can't do something like that. Mickey, why would you choose to do that? Because he knows what he's doing, okay? Off of the back of Loki, WandaVision, and now we got Doctor Strange Multiverse of Madness coming after this. It's the perfect setup and bridge, okay? We lost many actors for different circumstances and reasons, and now we are having to pick up and push forward with the MCU now. And this was finally, I can't speak for the first two movies specifically, but this was finally the Spider-Man movie we needed. By the end of this movie, he has on his original costume for a reason, because this is the Peter Parker we have been waiting for. And the reason why is because of Willem Dafoe. All right? Because when you have one of the greatest actors we've ever had gets put back into the Marvel universe. And this time, no, you're not going to hear all that criticism about, oh, he was too over the top when he first did it in Spider-Man 1. No, you know what he did? He cranked it up again. And it was excellent. And you respect it. I knew what we were on when he was like, I don't know what's happening. And the first thing he said, what are you doing? You make me sick. You make me sick. Yeah. That's the Green fucking Goblin, ladies and gentlemen. All right. The Lizard, a waste. The Sandman, a waste. It doesn't matter. Jamie Foxx, respect to you. Doc Ock, respect to you. Ooh. Oh, I want to fucking spoil you so bad, you bitch. But I'm not going to do it. I'm not going to do it. You know the other reasons why this movie is great. We bring it all together, baby. We bring it all together. And you forced little old Tom Holland. Little old Tom Holland. Thomas killed that man. Because he took it from you. He said, she placed these chains of this moral crusade on you. Let me fix that. Yeah, let me fix that. And he did. And he did. My God. Oh, it's so good. It's so good that it's hard. It's very hard for me to say that this was the second best movie of the year. And that's how close it was, y'all. We're splitting hairs right now because we talk about the best of the best. This is greatness right here, okay? But then we get to Dune. Now, maybe this is because this is a completely new universe that's being exposed to me. All right? Maybe it is. Maybe I drank the Kool-Aid that they say Dune inspired everything else. Maybe so. But that doesn't necessarily, just because you did it first, it's about who did it better. That's Drake right there for you, baby. Now, I don't understand why people are split on this, because it's not really a debate to me. Dune is the best movie of the year because on all cylinders we were hitting. We did not rush. In fact, we crawled, baby. We took our time. And we watched the journey of Timothy Chalamet. He's going to be one of the other actors to come up and lead the charge for the next generation for decades to come. All right? For Paul. Because Paul, okay, so this movie right here, it goes extra deep with the thief because he's the Messiah figure, and then political enemies are plotting against them. And they take down his whole family, but he's on the precipice of gaining great power, dog. So it's just, this movie, like I said, this was the MOTTY to me because this really, it just put me back to when I was like a child, dog. The music it just puts you in that setting, and then the director, Denis Villeneuve, it's like, I don't know how he really does it like that, but he makes it seem so futuristic. It's like, even the little details of the suits preserving the water, the dragonfly helicopters, I'm sure that's all in the book and all that, but to bring that to life like that, that's crazy. The combat, where the slower you go, the faster you actually penetrate through the shields, the Harkonnens, dude, like, there's so much world building, dog. You can watch this 5-6 times and still feel like you need to watch it more, because there's so many juicy bits in there. And once we really get to this villain, ooh, bro, talking about making a nigga uncomfortable, I'm here for it. He got his daddy, he disrespected him, and dog, what he did to the doctor, that's what the doctor deserves, because you betrayed the family, dog. But He said, "Yeah, I'll reunite you with your wife." Straight dead at that motherfucker, and I love it. All right, because he set up everything. He's manipulated the emperors. He lured in the House of Atreides to basically get wiped out because they were afraid of their power and the power of the desert people. It's like I said, it's too much to talk about with Dune. I could literally do a whole other review right now of all the things that I feel like I missed and things I need to expound upon. All right, Oscar Isaac, Jason Momoa, Timothée Chalamet. There's way more actors in here that are not coming to my head as we speak, but that nobody outshines anybody. That's what's crazy. And Timothy, yeah, he's a little boy at first, but he holds his own, dog. And by the end, yeah, you could tell he's gonna be that man. And I am so ready for part 2. That's one of the most highly anticipated movies I have in the future, no question about it. So yeah, y'all, before I ramble on too much, that's gonna do it for the MOTTY Awards. The last thing I wanted to highlight is, we've only gotten a couple movies so far of what to expect. But in 2022, way too early predictions and all that. Not really predictions, but definitely look out for the Batman, the Northman, and Doctor Strange Multiverse of Madness to be in the running next year. Because I fully expect all 3 of them to be. But there is Morbius too. But I don't know. We'll see how that one falls into the mix. I'm definitely ready for what my Uncle Mickey's got. I'm ready for Dune to come back, but that's probably not going to be until 2023. But that's going to do it for me, y'all. So please like, comment, and just go in. What do you think about my picks? Where do you disagree? You know what I'm saying? Was I right with the best? Was I right with the worst? Do you agree with the best directed in the sleepers? Maybe I was completely off the ball to you. Tell me why. Give me your thesis on the matter. But you know what to do, y'all. It's been your boy, T-Rav, and I'm out.